video, we are going to work with flat flap envelope templates by Judikins. What do I mean by a flat flap? Showing here in this particular envelope is a flat flap. So when you open that up, your envelope, it is a flat flap right up on the top versus a traditional pointed flap with most envelopes are going to be. Now we've got two different sizes to discuss today, an A2 size and then a C6 size. And what is the difference on the two sizes? Well, let's put this envelope on top so you can see the difference. So the top one is an A2 size, the bottom would be a C6 size. What do you use each of them for? If you're a traditional card maker, don't like lots of embellishment or what I call any sort of puff, anything that's raising or a little bit on the puffier side, if you don't do any of that and just do a straight card, I recommend the A2 traditional size envelope. If you do any sort of shaker cards or anything with an embellishment, I would recommend doing the larger, the C6 size, because just that little bit of difference right there gives your puff or your embellishment a little bit of room to mail so it doesn't get ruined on the way, and then it won't get squished in a smaller type of envelope. So let's take a look at these and look at different cards as to which one would be worthwhile to put into which envelope. So this particular card doesn't have a very raised surface right there. So that will certainly fit into the A2 type of card right there, envelope, and be ready to be mailed. This card has a little bit of a puff right there, embellishment, but the inside of the card has more of an embellishment. It's got a lip right there, it's got the clear window plastic right there, and definitely layers. So this one, I would recommend putting it into the C6 envelope because you just have a little extra room to be working with. A little bit of room right there, as well as a little bit of wiggle room on each of the sides. Showing you closing that. So this one I would recommend on the C6. And then this particular card I made, it was just a little bit larger than an A2 card. So obviously I popped that guy, well, let me show you. It won't fit in there, just made it a little too much larger. So the C6 fits just perfect. A little bit of puff, but it was mainly the width that I was going for to allow a little bit larger card to go into an envelope. So let's make an A2 envelope so you can see that. What tools are you going to need? Obviously the template, a pencil, a bone folder. We recommend our Teflon bone folders, and then a double-headed tip dotting tool. Sometimes you need a smaller device. It's got a double-headed dotting tool. There are a set of 5 on our website. Sometimes you need a smaller tool to get inside of the slivers right there in order to do your scoring. And then some sort of adhesive. I've got the tape runner as well as double-sided tape. So I already cut this out. I already traced it and cut it out. So you can put it on 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 paper, either one of the C6 or the A2. So I laid it down. I traced the outside of it. And I know that I'm going to use this part as the flap. So I did not put a pencil line on the inside. I only put a pencil line on all 3. But then I took my dotting tool and I scored all 4 sides. So I'm going to remove that now. So you can see my pencil lines right here. No line, but I do have a scoring line right there. So now let's fold our sides up. And I like to do a soft fold before I give it a hard crease because sometimes it could go on a diagonal and you don't want to do that. You want to have your envelopes be straight. So let's get that folded right there. Soft fold before I do a crease. Another soft fold before I do a hard crease. And then this has no lines, so I'm only relying on the scoring. So let's crease that guy up right there. So all 4 flaps are ready to be adhered. Now you can put these 2 flaps in and then fold up for a more traditional style. Or if you want to be unique, you can flip that guy around and have it look a little bit differently too for your envelope. Completely up to you. So we are going to put our adhesive on the inside of these flaps right here. Because if I put it right here, then I don't know where it's going to end. So I'd rather do it right there. I'm going to put it on the inside right there. And I did go a little bit off. That's why I've got my paper right there. And a little bit off right there. Okay, adhesive is on and that is ready to go. And now sometimes your corners get a little lip on them, so you just want to take your bone folder and push those guys off to the side. Now, when you get ready to mail your envelope, of course you want to put adhesive along the side up here. Go ahead and fold that, finish your envelopes off like that, and then you're welcome to do a little decor or embellishment, maybe some washi tape and whatnot. But let's just show you, this guy will be ready to mail just fine. And then you're off and ready to make any type of envelope you need to. Remember, this one is the flat flap. So you've got your A2 flat flap and you've got your C6 flat flap. All right, you enjoy making your envelopes.